All right, everyone. Welcome back to another weekly analysis. This week was another break-even week for me. Yeah, I took three trades, I lost two, and I won one. But the one trade was enough to take me out of, was enough to cover for the two losses and give me a little bit of profit. I guess about 0.6, but generally still considered a break-even week. So let's start. My first trade on this pair was on the AUD USD currency. Last week we broke through this weekly. Last week we broke through this weekly. We broke through this weekly resistance, so which was giving me bearish sentiment for this week. The daily is quite clear. Higher low like break of this. Yeah, so we are looking for a sell this week. I was looking for a sell, and um, I actually got my. I don't know why I was even looking for this. I guess I was kind of impatient, but I put my zone here. I put my zone here. I was looking for the trade here. I was looking for the trade here. Um, a break. I was looking for price to break this. I was looking for price to break this neckline, retest it, and sell. It did happen, but I guess I didn't follow my plan because the 1 hour was clearly bullish, as you can see. The 1 hour was very bullish, making lower low, higher high, higher low, higher high. But I was kind of impatient and it looked very clean, as you can see. Let's see it on the 15 minutes. As you can see, at the time it looked okay, but I entered when price broke this neckline. I didn't even wait for the retest, which I should have waited. But let's do. I think the zone was like this. Yeah. Even if I wanted to wait for the retest, I would have gotten the retest here and entered. But I guess this trade overall was not right. The price came here. I had my entry here. I think around here. Yep. Entry here. Stop loss. Stop loss here. Going for a 1 to 2. And as you can see, price kicked me out and then completely reversed. So as you can, let's see it on the higher time frame. As you can see, I got DD'd badly. Price kicked me out and weak me out, and then it might take profit. But I guess I learned my lesson. I should have waited for a break of this. I should have waited for a break of this neckline, because once price break this neckline, then both the 1 hour, 4 hour, everything will be bearish, which makes more sense. But I guess I was impatient, and I'll be looking for a sell on this next week. I'll be looking for a sell to take out this low. I'll be looking for a sell to take out this low next week. I would have taken this trade today, but thank God I didn't. But today is Friday, and Friday does not have volume. And in case you don't know, my strategy depends a whole lot on volume. My strategy depends a whole lot on volume. Volume is very important for my strategy. That's why I trade the New York session only. I'm only working with New York. I'm only working with New York volatility. Yeah, so I'll be looking for a trade like this next week. I'll be looking for a trade like this next week. Catches to take out this low. Hopefully, if it happens, fine. If it don't, we move on. Yeah, that was how I took my first loss. I have nobody to blame. I was so impatient. And the next trade which I lost was USD card. This trade, it was, I don't know, it seemed right, but I guess I got caught up due to impatience also. But as you can see, we are extremely bullish on the weekly, on the daily. On the daily, we're also bullish. I mean, price has been bullish for a long time now. We took out this major form of structure. So let's go down to the 1 hour. Yep. On the 1 hour, I was looking, I was trading off this zone. As you can see, 1 hour zone price came, broke. The reason I was interested was on this in this zone was because this zone was responsible for the break of this major low and also this low right here. But I guess this one accounts for everything. So in my mind, I was like, if price come back and take and break through this high, then we probably could be headed to also take out this high. So I broke. Let's go down to the 15 minutes. So we had the break here, as you can see, price broke out this high and waiting for the retest. I mean, but I was very, very impatient because I got my entry on the 5 minutes. I got my entry on the 5 minutes. I got my entry when this during this impulsive bullish candle. This impulsive bullish candle. I got my entry when this candle engulfed this zone. So I had a very, I don't know, this trade was not ideal because I broke my rules. I mean, I had my stop loss here and I was targeting this. I don't even, it was not even a one like, yeah, 1 to 2, but I think it was like a 1 to 6, I think. Then price came down, boom, hit me out. I didn't even see profit at all. I didn't see profit at all during this trade. As you can see, price came down, but I'm going to be avoiding this pair for a while because my strategy depends a lot on clean structure. As you can see, we're just basically stuck in this. We're just basically stuck in this zone. It's not giving us. It's not going up. It's not coming down. So it's just consolidating, and consolidating is bad for when the market is consolidating. As break and retest trader, we should avoid those type of markets. Yeah. Then what got me the same day I got my win on card JPY. Actually the day before I actually took a setup. I should have taken a setup on card JPY, but I didn't. This one just like I was instead of taking card JPY the other day, I took AUD USD. But yesterday, which was Thursday, I took this sell on card JPY. As you can see on the weekly we hit this major high, and from there market took out liquidity on this major high, then pushed down last week. So this week I was expecting bearish sentiment, and we also had the gap to fill. Let's go on the daily. As you can see, I told you like last week, like price eventually will come to fill this gap. As you can see, we already tapped into it. So price eventually did come down to fill this gap. As you know, the market loves to fill gaps. Loves to fill gaps. That's just the way the market moves. And on the 4 hour, we had beautiful structure. As you can see, lower low, lower high, and I marked my zone on the 1 hour. As you can see, I marked this zone on the 1 hour. I was waiting for a break and a retest. So we had the break on the 1 hour, which was beautiful. Then I went down to the 15 minutes. As you can see on the 15 minutes, we had a lower high here. So I knew my stop loss had to be above this lower high. My stop had to be above this lower high structure. Actually got my entry on the 5 minutes. Yeah, so I was waiting for a price to close, come back, tap into this lower high, and close below this structure. and we actually got the break right here. Price came back, broke into the, but I waited for a retracement so I can have a better RR. So I basically took my trade here. Um, put my stop loss here. I had two positions on this trade. I mean, I got into a little bit of drawdown, so but it was not much. And I took it down all the way here. I took it. I got out around here. Hmm. So this price, this trade basically got me out of. I think it was actually 1 to 2 points something. Yeah, actually, price got me in here. So let's go on the 4 hour. As you can see, assuming I waited, this would have ripped. It would have been a runner. Assuming I held, it would have been a runner. I'd have made like 6 hour, I think, which would have almost passed me my phase 1 funded next challenge. But we have time to do that. Can see price came down all the way crazy. But I actually got out around here, I'll be honest. I got around here. And that got me out of the two losses I had earlier and gave me a little bit of profit. But right now I'm 0.6%, I think, or 0.5% up on my fundedness challenge. Hopefully I passed that soon. Yeah. So that's basically my analysis for this week. Let's see what the new week brings to next week. I mostly don't trade on Mondays, so my trading windows is that's why I don't get much trade. I basically trade like sometimes just once a week or twice per week. I trade only London session. I mean, sorry, I trade only New York session, strictly New York session. I don't trade any other session apart from New York session. Yeah, and I think my trades are better. I know what my winning trades look like. I actually made a poster about that. I made a poster on Canva. I designed a poster, and I'm going to print that and post it and paste it on my wall so I can see it every day and I know what my winning trade looks like. I mean, look at this. What winning trades look like, so I can see what my winning trades look like. If I only had this, I would have avoided both losses I had. I actually think trading is about like avoiding losses so the profit can show up when the real trade comes in, when the winning trade comes. Look, I had a winning trade, but two losses I had two losses that ate up the win. So I think if I can cut down the losses, then if I think I'm okay with trading just twice or three times per week. So and you see, God first, patience pays. I mean, you have to include God in everything you do. Mhm. Yeah. So God first and patience pays. I think that's my motto, and patience really pays. Patience is basically waiting for the right setup and not over trading. I have to pray to God for discipline, control, and consistency. Yeah, so that's just my week, and hopefully next week my my trade title will be passing my fundedness challenge. My trade title will be how I passed my fundedness challenge. Yeah, so that's basically my analysis for this week. Catch you on the next one.